So one of the fun things, if you get to come to Israel, you will end up at Jaffa Gate at some point. It's kind of the main tourist entrance, and so we're right here by it. You can actually see the city of David, right there, or not city, the Tower of David, right there, which is a museum. They've got a night show there that's really spectacular. Careful when you first come in, because this entry area is tourist alley and they are used to catching the tourists. One of the things with most of these open shops, they've got a lot of tourist stuff. You're going to haggle, you're going to barter, and if you don't, you're going to basically get ripped off big time. So be prepared to small talk, chat, take some time. Don't rush your purchases. Watch the shopkeepers. If they're kind of pushy or they're putting stuff in your hand or cutting you off, those are not places you want to shop. But if it's somebody who's going to talk to you, take some time.
Look, it's a wedding,
And,
George.
oh, hey,
Wow.
there you go. So you see all sorts of stuff here. But you can tell who's being honest and who's not. Oftentimes, many of them have a very good shtick. And they've got a whole method to trick you, pull you in, lure you in, and get you sold. And yes, even though I know better, I've still been caught a couple times. In my case right now, partially willingly, because they have been after Corona and after the war. There's just not tours here right now, so they're desperate. I understand that, so I don't mind paying a little extra at the moment. But yeah, normally it's a much harder sale. So as you can see, Jaffa Gate has lots of traffic. That's one of the things about this area. So one of the neat things, though, like I said, is the open air market, and there's all sorts of stuff you can find there. If you're going to buy food, if you're in Jaffa Gate area, David Street, be careful of the food. The restaurants are good, but some of the open air food, you may want to go to the grocery store or head up about 1.5 miles, I believe, to the Shoot, which is Mahane Yehuda, the open air street market there. Great stuff, fun. I haven't been there yet this trip, but I will take you there at some point. That's honestly one of my favorite places to shop, and one of my wife's least favorites, because she hates bartering and dickering and haggling and everything that goes with it.
Yep.
She wants to go in, pick something out, and get out. And so the whole idea of fluid prices is just not her thing. But you've got to be ready. Generally, a good idea in your mind when they make their first offer of prices, offer a third. And apologize for insulting them, because it is an insult. And then just play from there. You'll go back and forth. You'll talk about your families in the States, where you're from, about their family here. How many kids do they have? How long have they been here in that business? And be prepared to small talk a lot. And then you'll throw out another round of prices, which will both be off the wall and not even close. And then you'll talk some more. And then you'll look around a little bit. And maybe, hey, I'll think about it another time and come back. And, oh, no, you can't do that here. Let me show you this instead. And you'll just go around. So take your time and have fun with it, and learn with it. If they see that you're trying, if they're a good, honest one, they're going to work with you and teach you. I've, in the past, not this trip, but our first time here, I actually had one of them tell me that, you're so fun, you need to teach your other Americans how to do this. Because I've done this a bit. Hey, there's a shofar. But that's what's fun. And this is what is really nice right now, is now that we've got a ceasefire, things are quiet, life is back to normal, and I have food coming. So we're going to let you see. Yum. Thank you so much. And my wife has her salad. So now that I've talked to you a little bit, we're gonna eat. Let's see. So get some juice, and they make it fresh.
Where from?
America.
Excellent meal. I'm stuffed. We got leftovers. You can see the Tower of David behind me, which is part of the Ottoman walls, actually, in the fortress that was there. Good stuff. So, yeah, when you come, plan on a day to be able to poke around and explore. A lot of the shopkeepers are very happy to show you their stuff, especially when it's been slow. The last 2 years have been terrible for them because of the ongoing bit in Gaza and then this last little bit. And so it's just, they're trying to get foot traffic and people to come in and say hello. You ran into those two ladies at Christchurch earlier. But it's also such a unique experience. It's so much part of the Middle Eastern experience as well. One other thing, when you're walking the markets, look for shops that specialize. So, you know, for example, we bought a couple things at a music shop. Down here in the open air market, when you see that they have specialized goods, they're always selling a certain category of things, they're probably going to be much more trustworthy because they're specialized. There are shops like that will have fixed prices. They're not going to dicker. They'll have a sign up that says that. Those are going to be a little bit more reputable a lot of times. So go in with an idea of what you are looking for. If you don't know what you were looking for, don't go in a shop. Don't let them put anything in your hand, and don't let them come behind you because you will get trapped in there. So, the Jaffa Gate, so let me show you Jaffa Gate here, since I'm sitting here. Jaffa Gate is probably the biggest, busiest entry point into the old city. It's right there. You can see the traffic coming in, lots of cars, lots of foot traffic, and this is kind of the entry point into the old city. So this is a corner of the Christian quarter, and then we're staying in the Armenian quarter here. And it's just fun to come sit around, hang around, and talk to people. And we're going to talk to one of the shopkeepers here in a bit too, showing us the sun. So just be aware, it is very easy to get caught up and feel sympathetic and spend money that you may not have wanted to spend. So be ready to spend money. Because if you come in as a tourist and you try to tell somebody, I don't have any money, yeah, they're not going to believe you, and I don't blame them. But you can get a little bit of a look at the market there behind me. That's David Street here, right off of Jaffa Gate. And it leads down into, you can go down to the Jewish quarter, to the Christian quarter, which is what this is. And you can actually hook a left turn down there and head over to the Muslim quarter and shop there as well. So lots of shops, lots of shopping, lots of fun. Food was great. I ended up buying something from the little dinky shop that you saw Margaret negotiating in there. He had served us, he'd helped us. Margaret's phone died completely, and they were a big help in her finding out where I was. So yeah, they're wonderful people, honestly. Very friendly, very kind, especially when it's been so slow. They're just looking right now for people to talk to, much as anything. So we're going to head back to our place because I got stuff to drop off and cool off. Because it's hot out here. It's like 94 degrees or something. Too hot for me to be out. So, hope you enjoyed this little look, and thanks for coming along with us.